Welcome! It is the college holidays, so Rowan and I are popping to this auction. I spent a lot of time yesterday working out the furniture that I can put in our bedroom and all the measurements, so now we're going to go and see what we can find. Mark has assured me that even if the bedroom isn't fully finished by Christmas, we will be in the bedroom with the ensuite shower room, and we will be waking up in the new bedroom on Christmas Day. Fingers crossed. How amazing! We've only just set off and we've already spotted 3 deer in the field just down the road from where I live. It's a really horrid day today, not nice to travel in at all. This is about an hour and 20 minutes away from Star Corner. Hopefully the traffic won't be too bad, and with any luck the rain will go too. As we're travelling along, let me remind you about Buy Me a Coffee. Buy Me a Coffee is a website where, if you enjoy my free content, you can buy me a coffee, or in my case, a green tea. As always, there's a link in the description below, and thank you to everyone who has already bought me a coffee. And here we are, we've arrived at the auctioneer's TW Gaze in Diss. We're going to quickly whiz by the outside stuff because we're not looking at that today, and head into Blythe Barn, which is where all the furniture is that we want to look at. And here it is. I can't wait to go in and see what we can find. I've only just arrived, and this is a really good example of why you have to come and look at things in auctions. Those 2 chairs looked tiny in the auction catalogue. I absolutely adore this estate cupboard, but I just cannot think where I could put it. And a gravestone, that's a bit of an unusual thing to see. This is something else that I loved in the auction catalogue. It's not for me, it's not for Star Corner, but I do think it's rather nice. Again, they look normal size in the auction catalogue, but they're children's chairs. I think this pair of chairs are absolutely delightful. I just can't accommodate them in my house at the moment, but wouldn't they look fab by the fireside? Maybe a future upholstery project, but I just feel that I have to say no to these on this occasion. I've got more important things to find. But I am writing down the details just in case. I would love to find a chest of drawers which we can put in the bedroom. I've come armed with my tape measure. So I'm taking all the measurements because I know exactly what will fit where, and it's really important to get the measurements right and have a good look around the piece to look at its condition. The information about condition and size are not generally on auction catalogues, so this is why I'm here, this is what I've got to do, and really see if it's something that I want to bid on. I do have a bit of a strategy when I come to an auction viewing. I like to just wander around in the first instance, not
particularly looking out for the items that I know that I've highlighted on my list. I walk around, see if I can see anything different. Obviously, if I see anything that was on my list, I can stop and have a look. But the main aim in the first instance is to have a look around, take it all in, see if there's anything that I'd previously missed, and earmark things that I want to go back and have a look at. I will always have a look at the auction catalogue before I come, and from that I make a list of the things that I want to take a look at, and I make sure that I have all my measurements so I know exactly what will fit where. There's also the list of things that we're just generally looking for, so maybe some reclamation material or a particular wall that needs filling and we've got something in mind. So there's the specific list for the auction, there's my other list where wouldn't it be good if I could find that, and then obviously there's the I could just find something that takes my fancy, which I hadn't even considered, but it's worth snapping up. And I would never turn up to an auction viewing without a pad, a pen, a tape measure, and obviously my phone camera. I also do research before and after the auction viewing. I'm very thorough. This Georgian chest of drawers is of great interest to me. I love the brass handles. The wood is beautiful. It's in a very nice condition. It is the right size. Depending on what else I see, that could be a strong contender. Don't be fooled into thinking that there is no one else at this viewing. I'm just being very careful not to record people. Now that I've had a good look around, I think I'm ready to start focusing on things that I've spotted. Now, these are 2 cupboards which I had not identified in the auction catalogue. But it's a good example of knowing exactly what I'm looking for. I pulled out an image in a magazine, probably when I first moved to Star Corner, so 8 years ago, and it has been with me ever since, and I've wanted something similar for my kitchen. One of these really could do the job. They're old museum cupboards, Art Deco, fox mirror at the back. I really like these. These come as 2 separate lots, so I don't have to bid on both. I'm having a good measure up, and I really can't believe this. They would fit absolutely perfectly in the allocated spot. This could be fate. I just thought I'd demonstrate how big these chairs are. Look, I look tiny. I cannot stress enough how when you come to an auction viewing, you really have to look around and around, come at it from different angles, walk in different directions, look up, look down, look around everywhere. Every time you walk around, you'll see something different that you hadn't seen before. I can't believe I've just spotted those cupboards. Now, I trawled through the auction catalogue before I came here, and I just hadn't spotted them at all. He was on my list, but looking at him in person, he's a lot tattier than I'd anticipated. He's quite stern, isn't he? These Georgian panels have really caught my attention. I have been looking for something similar for the bedroom. I just want to add some reclaimed character, and Mark said that there was no way that I would find anything suitable in the time frame that we'd got. Anyway, here I am at the auction. I've spotted this and I think it could be ideal. It's listed as Georgian panelling. I don't think it is Georgian panelling. I do believe it's Georgian, but it looks like old cupboards. It's a real mishmash of stuff. The panels have got hinges on, so it obviously was a cupboard or doors. Most of the panels are different sizes, so I'm taking down the measurements writing it all down, taking lots of photographs to show Mark. This isn't something that I could make a decision on without showing him, but I feel very, very excited about this. This could be just what we've been looking for. Rowan's taking a video for me because we really want to go close up so that Mark can have a look at the condition and look at all the different types of wood that there are, all different shapes and sizes. Hopefully he'll be in agreement. I know he's going to give a big sigh when I talk to him about this and roll his eyes, but that's what I'm here for, to come up with the ideas. This is a separate lot. It is huge. I would definitely have to hire a van, so I'm not sure about that one. I've got to pop back and look at these cupboards. I'm so excited by these. They are perfect. I've just spotted Rowan sitting in that massive chair and she's looking decidedly fed up now, so I might have to think about going. Yes, I've definitely got a hungry and grumpy child with me, so let's have one quick whiz around just to make sure I've spotted everything, and then I think we need to pop into Dis to see if we can find anything to eat. And I know that Rowan wants a quick whiz around the charity shops as well, so let's finish up here and head into Dis. And here we are in the picturesque market town of Dis. There's lots of fabulous architecture here. Timber frame buildings and also Georgian and Edwardian facades. It's very picturesque. Dis is in South Norfolk, but close to the Suffolk border, and I think you get a feel of Suffolk in Dis too. This is Dis Mere, which is a 6-acre lake and said to be the second deepest in the country. We were hoping to find somewhere nice to eat, but because of dietary requirements, we failed miserably. So this is it. Some sliced meat. Not exactly what we had planned, was it? Well, I bet you weren't expecting to hire a van and head over to Dis this afternoon.
I wasn't expecting to buy everything in the auction house.
That was a bit of an accident. You never get everything that you bid on, do you?
Not usually, no.
And I got everything.
Yeah.
And there's no way that I can pick it up on my own, so we've had to hire a box van. It's an adventure.
It's another cost.
It's an adventure.
I am so lucky Mark actually had a work cancellation this afternoon. Otherwise, I just don't know how I would have collected this stuff on my own. But anyway, it's all worked out and we're off to Dis. I completely agree with Mark saying that it's an additional cost. So far, I've travelled 2.5 hour round trip for the viewing. Then I obviously bid on the items and won them. And there's a hefty commission to pay on top of the item that you won. And now we've had to hire a van and travel to Dis again to collect them. So it's not just the cost of the item, there are lots of peripheral costs involved as well.
That's it, I've paid. Now we can go and collect. Mark's just reversing.
that's a relief. The auctioneer is actually here on site and he's helping Mark, which I'm totally relieved about because these are exceedingly heavy. It's because there's a mirror in the back and that's what really is adding weight. Even with 2 people, they're struggling. I'll forgive Mark for his builder's bum.
They've got lots of stuff coming in for the next one.
Are they? From the same place?
No, I can see things that weren't in the... There's things that weren't in the auction before. You'll ban me from coming though, won't you?
It's quite cool.
It's getting late. My phone is about to die, so I can't video anymore. And we just need to get back now. We've got girls to pick up from bus stops. We need to get the van back. So I'm probably going to leave you here for tonight and pick up again in the morning. But we're travelling home. Somehow we've got to get all of this out of the van. I don't know how I'm going to help Mark, but we'll have to work that one through. So I'll see you in the morning. The other morning when I was talking to you about buying all of this, you were tired and a bit non-receptive, and I just went ahead and bought it anyway.
Well, as you say to the girls, you pick your moments.
I did, but I've tried to pick 2 moments and neither moment, evening or morning, was working.
Neither of them were favourable.
Anyway, we bought it, I bought it, and then we bought some more after the auction. And this morning you're a bit more favourable.
Yes, because I can see that these, I think, these are shutters that they would have pulled up for the... maybe these aren't actually. We've got some somewhere for the big sash windows. But nevertheless, this will work out nicely. One of these will have to be cut down and rejoined, and we can make the front panelling for the pantry.
So just to recap, I originally bought these thinking that we were going to clad the wall behind the bed in the bedroom. But when we were there, and it's Georgian panel. Well, it's not panelling because it's doors,
No,
but it's
a mixture
Georgian,
of doors and panelling,
and it's from a castle, Wingfield Castle in Suffolk. And we thought that we could do some sort of weird cladding behind the bed. I thought we could. Then when we were there, another lot of the same sort of stuff hadn't sold, so we did a deal on that, an after sales deal.
Yeah.
So now we've got something better.
Which is these here, which actually, we've got 2 of these, and these will sit behind the bed and are almost a perfect size.
So
that wall.
We are going to have a massive, ridiculous, oversized headboard type thing, which I'm thrilled about because that's just my kind of thing. But so that we're looking at what we can do with the rest, and then we now think we've got 2 matching panels here.
There's 2 panels here which are really rickety and dry, which is good because they're all... I can't see any pegs, but I think they're all wedged in mortise and tenon, so I can actually dismantle all of this in one piece. And if we can work out what to do here with it, in terms of a design, we can cut these. Here's one of the panels that's fallen down. So we can actually split the panels in half and make them a different size and re-glue them.
So the door going into the bedroom is going to be a hidden panel, hopefully. So when you're in the kitchen, if you're not in the know, you do not know that there is a bedroom beyond there. And we're hoping to reuse some of this wood. And then we've also found 2 matching panels that we feel could work as the base unit to the pantry.
Yeah, there's one half of it. It's obviously come out of a cupboard. So these will have to be cut down as well, but they'll all dismantle, put back together again and re-glued, and that will make the base of our vanity unit in the ensuite.
So I did well.
You did do well.
And not only that, I bought not only 1 kitchen cupboard that we need, I bought 2, which we don't need.
Well done.
But you're really happy with those as well?
Yeah, they are really nice.
Great quality. So what we're doing this morning is emptying the cupboard. It looks quite a mess. Emptying the cupboard and trying to get this over here. And the reason why I bought that one is because as much as I love this cupboard, it's just too low. So the new one will go up to about there. So before you go to work, we're trying to get all this sorted.
Yeah.
Let's go then.